My entire family and my entire community just dropped me like a hot potato. And I led this stereotypical single mom, broke ass life of just absolutely no money, digging my couch cushions for 25 cents to put gas in my car, eviction notices on my apartment door, car getting repoed, real suicidal thoughts, dealing with postpartum, but didn't know it was postpartum. So literally just feeling like the shittiest mom in the world.
What's going on, everybody in the Owwll community? We're on the Owwll podcast. I'm joined here by my co-host Danielle Santilli, and to my left, Sabrina. And I'm going to let Danielle start off by telling everybody a little bit about Sabrina.
Yeah, well, Sabrina and I actually met at a local wellness event, but she runs Her Nation. And it's a really amazing community of women who, I mean, you can better describe it than I can, but I'm just going to say an amazing community of women who really support each other, help each other out, connect, communicate. I think after COVID, it's so important for everyone to have community. So if you want to share a little bit more about Her Nation, I'd love to hear it.
Awesome. Yeah. So Her Nation is a community of women, and it's divided into two different containers. So container number one is teachers, mentors, and coaches. And container number two is the students or the audience. And the idea is that all of us, all humans, are experts or authorities in one area of our life. We're like killing it. We're total champions in one area of our life. And then like on the down low, there's also an area of our life that we totally low key suck at. So the idea is to show up powerfully as a teacher or a mentor in the area of which you are an expert in order to teach. And at the same time, allow yourself to show up vulnerably in an area of your life that you're not so good at. This way, other women can show up powerfully to be able to teach in their expertise. So it's a really beautiful synergy that we're creating. And it's just women supporting women, which we haven't, you can't find that everywhere.
Yeah. I think it's crazy the way that you described it. It's like exactly what Owwll
I was about to say
is like. It's like
you pre-planned this episode,
right? No, I was like, that's a perfect explanation. We have experts who give advice, and then we have people calling to get advice. So just like you said, it's very, very in line with what we do here.
I love that.
You stacked the deck, I think. Something's going on. Did you plan this one out?
This is just how my life has been going lately.
Like
I've been
Owwll Week, and we're doing all these things on the platform.
And
this
Sabrina's
can't be more of a perfect
right.
guest.
She's a podcast host expert herself. How many episodes have you done?
I mean, well over 1,000, but just within Her Nation, I've hit just over 500.
Wow.
We are rookies.
And she's the one who I stole the Calendly app from, too. So I just started like automating everything, and it's amazing. I can't wait to start using it.
We all need help, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter like where you are in life. If you're the richest man in the world like Elon Musk, like he needs advice from people. He's not a professional or perfect at every single thing, especially like fitness, nutrition, right? Like we all need to just call someone at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So describe your group a little bit more. Do you do retreats? You do have local meetups? Are they all on Zoom? Are they on Clubhouse? Like where does all this happen?
Yeah. So the free version is a group on Facebook, Sweet and Simple. That's where we all hang out. It's an extremely active group. But yeah, I do everything from podcasts. I run a podcast every single day. I run panels, events, conferences. Everything is done virtually right now. The 12-year vision for us is to eventually have in-person conferences, in-person events where these women are up on stage. You know, one of the examples that I give is, you know, when I was in my dark story of my journey of life, I would Google inspirational stories or inspirational or motivational speakers. And Google would produce hundreds and hundreds and hundreds lists of white old men. And I always joke that women didn't save me from my darkness. Actually, white old men who were balding usually saved me. They were the ones that Google fed to me to be able to tell me that I could do anything and that I was capable and anything is possible. And I fed into that. And, you know, because of those powerful words, I was able to pull myself out of the situation I was in. But at the same time, there was this thought process inside of me as far as like, where are all the women? Like, I should be listening to women's stories. And that's really where the whole concept kind of came from, is just, you know, more women on stages, more women's voices, more women's stories being told. And there's so many women warriors out there that have been through so much.
What is the name of your podcast?
Her Talk Show.
Cool.
And it's based on one question. The question is, what do you know that you wish more humans knew?
What's the answer?
I have a lot of answers.
What is the answer, Danielle?
I don't know. What's the answer, Jason?
I'm not allowed to be on the show. I'm male.
Well, I actually, you can wait to watch my episode because I'm going to be on in August. So I'm going to leave that cliffhanger for you guys. I think I'm going on August 24th, I want to say, because I'm going to Burning Man the next day. That's
Nice.
So yeah, I remember I was like, I got to stay for the podcast and then I'll be going the next day. So yeah, watch my episode on her podcast on the 24th.
Are you guys doing that in person or online?
Zoom, right?
Zoom. Yeah, I do everything on StreamYard.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes. StreamYard's a good platform. Then you could live stream it to LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, or wherever.
All the places. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is Owwll week, right? So I think we got to get a lot more calls on the platform as soon as we can, right? So this week happens once a year where we do contests. We do promotions for folks that show up to our Zooms, our Clubhouse rooms, and of course on the app itself. So we're going to do a lot more calls than usual. So this is one of the uniquest podcasts because we could call people that are literally waiting for incoming calls on Owwll, right? There's not many podcasts that could connect a whole entire app to, right? So it's kind of like the old days. Remember, like Z100, I was in New York, and they're like, we have a call coming in. And of course, they had a lot of fun pranking people in those days. But it's pretty unique.
Yeah. I actually that's one of the dreams for, Her Nation also that I have for us is to be able to take live calls in. So when we have an expert on, to be able to have,
Well, maybe we can show you our equipment after this.
Yeah.
But before we start calling people, I do want to ask you, what is your story? Like, you talked about your dark period and kind of what was that dark period? And then what makes you, I guess, qualified to be giving these women advice today? So
I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's a fairly strict religion. I got pregnant at the age of 20 with no husband, emphasis on the no husband part. And because of that sin, I was cast out into the world. My entire family and my entire community just dropped me like a hot potato. And I led this stereotypical single mom, broke ass life of just absolutely no money, digging my couch cushions for 25 cents to put gas in my car, eviction notices on my apartment door, car getting repoed, real suicidal thoughts, dealing with postpartum, but didn't know it was postpartum. So literally just feeling like the shittiest mom in the world. And I met a man about a year and a half later. I don't know how I did that for a year and a half, but somehow I did. I met a man who I thought was given to me by God because that's what I was praying for, was money. And he was wealthy. So I fell hook, line, and sinker for all of the tricks. I ignored all of the red flags, there was a ton of them. And I ended up in this extremely toxic relationship with a man who convinced me to leave my place because I couldn't pay for it anyways, to leave my job because it sucked anyways, and to live with him and to work for him to build an empire together. And within a very short amount of time, I'm working 14 to 16 hours a day. I'm getting paid $250 a week, so I'm still broke. Over the course of 8 years, we went from making about $100,000 a year, living in a little tiny townhouse, to moving on up in the world. I mean, my blood, sweat, and tears got us 5 houses paid in full, 12 cars paid in full, 0 debt, making $1 million a year, building a sales corporation over 4 states, 6 different offices that I took care of. Absolutely nothing was in my name.
Ooh.
I had 0 money in my account. I'm living a bougie life, driving a brand new BMW. I'm living in a beautiful house in Boca Raton, Florida. And I'm broke off my ass. Mental, emotional, sexual, and financial abuse times 10. It was absolutely horrible. It was a nightmare. And one day I'm on the floor in the bathroom just having a total mental breakdown. Like the type of breakdown where you're crying and you're screaming and yelling at the same time because crying isn't enough. Like you feel like death is coming out of you. I mean, it was absolutely horrible. And I'm literally on the ground. I'll never forget it. In the dark, like for real. And I pull my phone out of my back pocket and there's just this bright screen in front of my face. And I Google, why is my boyfriend bullying me? Just like crying. And I use the word bully because I didn't know any other vernacular other than the word bully. I'm just like, he's being mean to me. He's so mean. And Google let me know I was in a toxic relationship. I had no idea. Narcissism, no voice, totally codependent. I have high empathetic vibes. and just a mess. And this is really where Her Nation stems from, right? Like, I was killing it in business. I was killing it in sales. I could get in front of a group of 100 people and teach all kinds of tactics on marketing and sales and create flows. And I was just a champion in this area of my life. And then I had this whole other area of my life that was just a total mystery, just totally sucked. And so anyways, I got my power back. I dove headfirst into personal development. I opened up a secret bank account. I started 3 online secret businesses. And over the course of 4 years, I collected $50,000, which doesn't seem like a lot of money, but I felt like a millionaire. And I ran away one day. I took my son, our clothes, and my bicycle. That's all I took. I left everything else behind. And I started all over again with a mattress on the floor.
Wow.
And ever since then, I'm fully dedicated to educating people on things that they don't know that they don't know.
Now, he wasn't wealthy at the beginning of your relationship.
He wasn't wealthy, but $100,000 to somebody who's digging in their couch cushions for 25 cents is wealthy.
As a car, it could be a BMW, and you're like, okay, he's got an apartment, and you don't know all the numbers behind it. You know, my background, I'm a financial advisor, so I know what you're saying. It's like, that looks like rich and wealth, but really, you were the one that forced, the drive of all these brands, and then he just kind of, of course, hit everything, and you just kind of like, well, we started this together, and he's got my back. Yeah. But really, he never had your back. He was just, it was all floating to the accounts that he happened to have, and there was always excuses, I'm assuming. It's like, well, we have to do it for this, right? Because I'm assuming it's like, why not a joint account? Yeah. I'm sure you said, won't we have a joint account? And all the things. And what was his answer?
I mean, always something different. Why? Don't you trust me? I'll always take care of you. This is the way it was set up in my house. Why not your house? Are you planning on leaving me? Always would somehow flip it back on me as far as, how dare you? Or why would you question me? Or you obviously have alternative thinking.
So
is there something that
narcissism?
It's called gaslighting. Ooh, yeah.
So I'd get cornered very quickly, and I wasn't very quick on my feet, especially, not until I started doing my learnings. But then it wasn't until I started doing my learnings. But then at that point, I was on this mission to get out. So even when my eyes opened and I finally realized all these tricks like gaslighting and manipulation and triangulation and all these little things that I realized he was doing, I also couldn't say anything because at that point I was trying to build a separate life. So I couldn't be like, Sure. I didn't even care. So I was literally leading this meek, submissive role on one side and then building this entire empire powerful on the other side. Yeah.
And how long ago was that? Sorry,
I mean, it's been over a decade.
A decade.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then talk about your current business model, right? How do you, have these groups on Facebook and then where do payments come in?
Yeah.
Right? Is there a premium type of account where all the members get certain things, for example?
Yeah. So when I first started out, I was doing just one-on-one coaching, just like we always start out. We have no idea what we're doing, just doing one at a time, just flipping hamburgers, basically one at a time. But then got into group coaching, realized the benefits of group coaching and how you can make multiple amounts of money in one sitting. Yep. And then from there, like I said, Her Nation has been around for 2.5 years. So I do memberships now, which is really awesome because one of the thing that was so frustrating about coaching is when you do one, right? Then you have to go out and you have to sell another, and then you have to go out and sell another.
All off.
And so I thought it was smart with the group coaching. It's like, then you're doing more and you're getting more and it's less time, but then you're still having to go out and find a new group, right? So once the 12 weeks is up, you still have to go out and you have to find another 8 to 10 people to now join the group again. And it's this whole cycle of just ridiculousness. So the membership, which about memberships, is nice because it's a continuation. It's forever. So women join at, I have a mastermind group for females entrepreneurs that join at a certain rate. My rate right now is $67 a month, where we do networking meetings, we do a mastermind, we do our panels and our events, like what I was telling you before with our 16-hour podcast that we did. Those were all women within her mastermind, that were able to attend. And then we have a lower level, which is women who are kind of predominantly coming in just to kind of check it out, right? They don't really know what's going on. They're thinking about maybe joining the membership, but they definitely know that they need some learning. So it's kind of like a low ticket, $9.99 a month to be able to just be around us, right? Sure. One of the things that I talk about all the time within my community is you are the sum of the 5 people closest to you. So, I guarantee, one of the things that I talk about is just the plethora of power, knowledge, education, and empathy within my community. So isn't that a community that you would want to surround yourself with? So that's $9.99. And then the community itself, the Facebook group is free. That's just a plethora of, it's the same individuals. The membership takes place in a platform which you've probably heard of called Circle.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Danielle, you got to have some follow-up questions here. You're in her group, of course.
Yeah. Well, I joined I joined the Facebook group, but I tried to join the Facebook group. I don't even know if
you're in there.
I'm in it. Okay.
I love the recurring model, of course, because then it's just like every month you could pay your bills, right? Often business owners make a mistake where they chase those big commissions where it's like the one-on-one coaching for $5,000 a month, but then all of a sudden, like 4 months later, they're gone, and then you got to find another one and another one, and then the group one, same thing, where it's like if it's just a 6-week course, twice a week, then again it's chasing and chasing. But recurring also builds a better community.
Exactly,
and we see that on the Owwll platform. It's like when people keep coming back, then it's like, no way I'm quitting this group. These are my people.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And one of the things that I've really implemented within the community, and I do myself, I believe that to be a strong leader, you can't just tell people what to do. You have to do what you're telling other people to do. Mm-hmm. So I work off of what I call a give-get method. I coined it as my method, but it's just normal reciprocity, right? When you give, you'll get in return. It's just the law of reciprocity. Yeah. So I teach, give, always show up to any conversation with what can I do to help you? How can I help you? Where can I insert myself, or who can I connect you to? And when you show up consistently with the attitude of giving, just automatically the law of reciprocity will kick in, and that individual will give back to you. So it's not a give take as a lot of people think it is. It's actually a give get, meaning you don't have to ask. The person will just automatically give back to you.
So what about the people like you, right? When you were going through, your darkest days, you couldn't afford $99, right? So a lot of people want to join your group and get those perks. You have, almost like this, like certain criteria, like you hit this, you're allowed in, and we want to support you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, females that have been through what you're talking about. We have a narcissist expert on the platform, and he works with a lot of individuals in New York City, and he tells a lot of people these stories, and it's crazy, what he sees out there, and it's stories like yours. Mm-hmm. Right. And the money's not there. Mm-hmm. So do you have a component where, it's hard because most people can actually just like act like they don't have money, but do, and you're running a business at the day. So what do you do with that group?
Yeah, that's where the podcast really comes into play. Cool. So my entire foundation of my entire company was actually based off of narcissism. That was the very first coaching program that I created, was How to Leave Your Husband in 365 Days. Mm-hmm. It was my actual program. I was selling it for about $40 to $50, depending on how I felt.
Got to make sure my wife's not watching that one.
Yeah. But that's where a lot of the women were coming from. Sure. So the entire foundation of her nation is those women. But that's what the podcast really is, right? So I'm always promising my females within my community to bring in expert guests that will help them in all the areas of their life. So narcissism is one of them: your health, your relationships, your money, your career, your happiness, your spirituality, and really linking with beautiful, intelligent women to guide us in all the ways possible.
I am curious, when you were first starting out, especially like in those days, like after you left your community and you said you were just doing like sales and marketing and like built that company up, like where did you get those skills? Like, did you go to school for that beforehand, or was it just like pure determination? Like, I will not be broke. Like, where did that come from? How did you get so good at it?
Yeah, well, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. So I was going door to door since I was 5 years old, hawking religion. And the company that I was working for at the time was the Daily Herald newspaper, in conjunction with the Chicago Tribune. The Chicago Tribune is one of the largest papers in the country. Well, it was the largest paper in the country. But when I met him, he was doing door to door sales, selling newspapers door to door. So, or subscriptions, not the newspaper, subscriptions. So when we met, I mean, obviously he saw just a cash cow right there, right then and there. I mean, I was breeded to go door to door and to be on stage, you know? So, when he brought me in, it's not like I knew all of the things. I mean, I did not go to college, as you said. That's one of the things he used against me all of the time. He insisted that I was stupid and dumb and didn't know anything and had absolutely no college education and no business mindset whatsoever, even though I was killing it in sales. But I was just totally self-taught to a degree, and just kind of learned as I went. I've always taken the mindset of a student. I'm very, very humble. I have no my fiance actually always gets mad at me for this because I ask questions consistently, even if I know the answer to the question. So, you know, we'll be in the middle of a conversation and I'll ask somebody a question. He'll be there with me. And then afterwards we'll be like, why the hell are you asking this person that question? Like, you already knew the answer to that. You look like an idiot. And I was like, well, maybe that person knows a different avenue or a different way of doing things that I didn't previously know. And so that's kind of the way I've always been and kind of how I got good. So when I was in sales, consistently just asking other sales reps, like, how do you do this? And digging deep. And you'd be surprised what people will tell you, you know, when you ask questions, because people like to feel empowered. They like to feel like, you know, they know something. Yes. And they'll just tell you all the things. And, you know, and she's
going to be a fan of Owwll.
Yeah.
You get to call people whenever you want, 1 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and they're there, and then people just want to speak. A lot of people forget it's not about always business. People want to be heard.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Cool. So that's how
I think it's the time to call some people on Owwll.
Yeah.
We have Owwll Week right now. So I promised all these people on there, I'm like, be ready. We're going to make more calls than normal on the platform. So what we're going to do is we're going to patch somebody in. I want to see if there's someone new on here. Ooh. Sorry. And what's going to happen is we're going to ask them what their expertise is. And then we're going to have you ask them a question.
Oh, jeez.
About their expertise. Oh, got the perfect one. Oops, she's $25. Sorry, Danielle.
Okay. I'll live.
She's going to get so excited. She's like, I just raised my price to $25. She's working us. She probably knows. She's like, Jason's probably going to call me.
Ah! Smart businesswoman there.
Very smart. Very smart.
Up to her.
She's awesome. She had me in a clubhouse room yesterday in front of about 30, 40 people. And she's brought in the most referrals on the platform last week.
Wow, that's fantastic. Are you guys on Clubhouse?
Yeah, sometimes. Not as much anymore. Back in the day, a lot more.
Yeah.
Are you?
No, I tried it a little bit and it just wasn't aligned with.
Yeah, same. It's okay. Like I try it and I'm like, I don't know why I find it overwhelming and just too much going on. I don't know.
I went into quite a few rooms, but to actually speak on it, I think it feels very like distant for me because you're not looking at anybody and not hearing anybody.
And it's not one-on, like the Owwll's nice because it is one-on-one. There's like one with that. It's like, what are they talking about when you come in? And then
it's hard to get your voice heard if you're not the one up on stage speaking.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're sitting in a room for an hour and you get like one sentence, one question asked.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's very fluffy because being recorded and you feel uncomfortable like being yourself because all these folks are in the room.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we're calling somebody else. The first person did not pick up. So let's
guys, I say this a lot. If you are on and available and your button is green, that means that you should expect calls. You should be at your phone. Don't go live if you're not going to answer calls. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say it, but we're figuring that out. The developers.
This is what happens when you call brand new people on the platform. Yeah. Their settings
to make sure your notifications are turned on. If they're not turned on, then they're in another app and they don't know anyone's calling them. That's mainly why we're kind of setting up a whole system now where we're going to do demos with new people, because then once they realize, oh, I have all these missed calls, I don't know why I missed them. Because you didn't have your notification turned on either.
Totally. And that is a lot of it too. I know with Her Nation, It was the same exact thing. If somebody doesn't know how to use the community, then they drop off and they don't really hang out very long.
Yeah.
Correct. Creates a bad experience. You're brand new. You have free $10 in your account. You call someone, no one picks up. You call a second person, they don't pick up. You're like, okay, this thing doesn't work.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
So now we list those under new Owwls. So that way people know, like if you call someone that's new, more likelihood that there's an issue.
Got it.
Hello, Green 610. Welcome to the Owwll Podcast. You're here with me, Danielle Santilli, and Sabrina. And what we want to do, I know this is your first time on the Owwll app and, of course, the Owwll Podcast. You didn't see this coming. Can you tell our audience a little bit about what you do in 15 seconds, 30 seconds or less? And then Sabrina, our guest of the day, is going to ask you a question about your expertise.
All right, no problem. My name is Green 610. I'm a recording artist and a social media influencer. I pretty much focus on building community and social media growth.
Ooh, how do you build community?
And the best part about this is he is the number one person referring people to this platform right now. We looked at the list earlier today, and we were with all these brand ambassadors, and I thought it was going to be someone different, and then all of a sudden he was at the top of the list. So he put a post out on his Instagram account and other accounts, and a ton of his audience has already downloaded it. Because as you know, Danielle, artists don't like giving out their cell phone numbers.
No.
There are a lot of trolls who then hit you up, unfortunately, at weird hours, and it gets uncomfortable.
I can see that.
So,
totally. 100%. Oh, the question is, how do you build community? What does that mean for you?
For me, it's just it's a couple things to me, right? Some of it is the audience. Some of them are other influencers where we kind of tag team our network to make a bigger network. And then we also deal with a lot of people who just want to learn how to get into this social media race. So some of them are just kind of there watching, seeing the way I'm marketing some of my stuff, seeing the way some of my team is marketing their things, and then they're able to kind of take notes. So it's really just a safe place for, all different type of people to be able to come in, whether they're there for my music or they're there for, growth hacks and just understanding how, social media to me is a marketplace, not really a place where we, just make friends anymore. So that's kind of like what the community is about. That's kind of how I grow it.
I love it. How if you were going to give somebody 3 ways to beat the social media race, what would those be?
I would say consistency is one. Understand how to attract audience would be 2, because not always your product is that attracting sometimes. So sometimes you need to figure out how can you attract the audience, especially with the algorithms being so tough. And then I think 3 is community. I think joining a community, being a part of a community is one of the easiest way to kind of break those algorithm issues that we're seeing right now on these large major platforms.
Oh, I love that. How long have you been on this journey?
I've been in the business background. I've been doing it all my life. Off social media, I've been trained by large companies to turn D players into A players. So I had some good companies invest a lot of money in me. I've ran a lot of corporate companies. I still am involved in doing things like that. But the social media thing, I've been going really, really hard for about 3 years now. Kind of started on TikTok, and that's why I'm kind of how I learned about community, monetization, and I seen that there was availability for me to take what I've been learning, in my business background, in my 9 to 5, and kind of like move it to social media.
What kind of recording artist are you?
Yeah, it's like rap and hip hop, popish kind of.
Okay.
You might get some R&B. So it's a little bit of a kind of a commercial vibe, not too much, on the violent side. I did grow up, in poverty. So, there's definitely times in my music where you'll definitely, understand where I came from and, things that I had to overcome to get to where I am now today. But my music is mostly like a hip hop, pop, R&B kind of vibe.
And what I'm only asking, I'm an artist as well. Where can I, what's your artist name on Spotify? Is it Green 610?
Yep. I'm Green 610 everywhere. You guys can find me. I'm on all major platforms.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for chatting with us, and I'll give you a call later on Owwll so we can talk music.
Awesome, and I appreciate you guys for reaching out to me. It was a surprise. Thanks for having me on the Owwll podcast. It's an honor, and I'm really excited to continue to utilize the app and grow with you guys.
Yes, everybody listening, make sure you follow Green610 on all social media platforms. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Cool. That was your first Owwll call. See the power of community? Just call someone out of the blue.
That's awesome.
And there you go. How cool was that?
I love it. Absolutely. That was fantastic.
Yeah, see, when it comes to these communities, the same thing with Owwll. It's like people are not joining it just to make a couple bucks on taking calls. It's just like what you just heard. Like everyone is seeking different things. They want to connect with people and, of course, grow with them at the end of the day. And you could see how quickly you call someone, pay a few dollars, and you're chatting away. It's pretty cool, right?
What was your reason for building it?
It's a great question. And it's a great time to ask me that question, being that's Owwll Week.
It's Owwll Week,
So, being a financial advisor for over 15 years serving clients, it's always been amazing. I still am serving those clients, but podcasting brought another side of me out, right? After getting into like 200, 300 episodes all done in person, I really started to listen to all these entrepreneurs, and I was taking notes the whole time. And then COVID-19 hit, and it felt like the right time to go on offense when everyone else was going on defense. And it hit me when I was podcasting. I was doing these fireside chats on Zoom. I'm used to doing in-person shows, and we used to get a lot of cancellations. We used to get, even no-shows. Not no-shows so much, but like 5 minutes early, like, hey, I can't come, I'm sick. I'm like, why didn't you tell me a day ago or 4 hours ago? And, when it came to our fireside chats, we went 10 shows in a row with 44 different business owners. Wow. And it was crazy. I'm like, none of them were late, none of them canceled because everyone's craving human interaction. And I was driving to work one morning. I was like, what's so stupid? I was like, I get to listen to a podcast. I get to listen to music right now. That's what I do every morning. But I can't actually call anybody. Everyone is sitting at home right now craving to talk with me or other people, but there's no way to do it. We went so far in the other direction with texting and messaging that it's not appropriate anymore to call someone. If I called you on my car ride to work at 8:30 in the morning, you would look down at your phone and say, what the fuck is Jason calling me for?
Yeah.
Right? And
unless you're getting paid for the call,
but
right?
For this, but that makes no sense because so many like-minded individuals that just want to BS during a car ride job. So I'm like, how could we get it where somebody else is out there is saying, call me, Jason, or even my own Rolodex, my own cell phone contacts. Mm-hmm. Well, Owwll enables that because you're putting yourself available and you're welcoming people to call you at the price level that you set. Mm-hmm. But now when I drive to work every morning, I have that ability to just make an outbound call and make more use of that time. Get to actually speak to like-minded individuals, to pick their brain on any topic and really build relationships at the end of the day. And we all need help.
Why double W and double L? Owwll. Why Owwll?
Because owls are wise, and 2 L's because you're going to love it.
Yeah.
You're matching.
I know.
Did your homework. You're
right?
wearing gold. You're wearing black, which is, of course, our color tones. And, at the end of the day, like Owwll was taken, obviously, like Owwll. And we just had to be unique. Like most brands that are very successful have only so many characters, and especially for apps. Right? You can't have a long name, in the App Store. It doesn't fit with the character limit. So these owls are so powerful. They're wise, they're intelligent, and so many people love them already. So immediately, if you love owls, when I say you should try this app Owwll, you immediately are like, I should try this app Owwll. So we get a lot of downloads just from that.
Yeah.
And people love wearing our brand. We put on t-shirts like this.
Yes.
And it's not one of those t-shirts you give away at a conference and it goes somewhere in that top drawer and never worn.
Or worn when you're cleaning the kitchen.
Yeah.
Scrubbing the floors.
Yeah, this is like people love wearing it. So that's the why.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
Okay. Well, for audience listening, they want to get in touch besides for Owwll, what's your social handles? What's your website?
Yeah. Easy. SabrinaVictoria.com.
Cool.
All my stuff is there.
And call her on Owwll. She'll be the featured expert of the week next week. And thanks again for joining us today. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Peace.